The video flyover from Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's MASL Soccer on MASL TV. The Milwaukee Wave hosting the Baltimore Blast. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, or I guess whatever time of day it may be. Anywhere in the universe you may be receiving this. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer, AK. Should be a good one tonight here between these two longtime rivals in the Major Arena Soccer League. And certainly preceding that, the Baltimore Blast against the Milwaukee Wave. Third meeting between the clubs. All three, ironically enough, in Milwaukee. The teams have split the first two. Wave eking out a close victory back in December. And the Blast coming in with a decisive 9-3 victory last time the teams met here. So, rubber game of the season series. Both teams look like they're headed for the playoffs. Well, in fact, Baltimore has clinched already. They come in at 12-6-1 for 36 points. And a 4-5-1 record on the road. The Wave needs 2 points to clinch a playoff spot. So an overtime victory would do the trick for them. You get 3 for a regulation win. Milwaukee at 11-7-2, 6-1-2 here at home. What do you think we can look forward to tonight?
Well, you just said it, Tom. The story is the Wave still needs to get into the playoffs. So tonight's game is huge for the Wave. We've got 4 left in the regular season, including this one tonight. And, man, don't ever take anything for granted with the playoffs. You got to get in there first. So a big game for the Wave.
Again, the top 8 teams in the league will qualify for the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs. The first 2 rounds, single elimination, will take place at the Oceanside Arena in San Diego, California. That's April 4th through the 6th. And again, Chihuahua, San Diego, and Kansas City have all clinched. Baltimore has also clinched, so the top 4 in the standings have already punched their card. But then you still have 4 spots available for 5 teams. Dallas, Texas, Harrisburg have each been eliminated.
Well, you've got the number 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8 seeds all in action tonight. The only one that's not in there is the number 6 seeded Strikers, Empire Strikers. So you got a big slate of games here this evening to enjoy on YouTube TV and the MASL network here.
Harrisburg is at Utica. That game already underway, and they're tied up at 3 early in the second quarter.
Cordy Gerson with a little back post tap in to tie it for Utica City.
And then Kansas City will be at Tacoma later on tonight in an absolutely huge game with a capital H for the homestanding Stars.
Yeah, they're trying to hold off the St. Louis Ambush, who've won 4 of their last 6 games, and they're making a late season charge to get into this playoffs.
There's Mike Zierhofer, the man in the nets tonight for Baltimore. Last time the Wave played the Blast here, it was Julian Rodriguez getting the nod. And in the nets for Milwaukee, the man with the ball right there, Willie Banahene.
What do you think of these new uniforms here the Wave is sporting tonight, Tom?
Yeah, celebrating Ola Milwaukee tonight. I think they look pretty sharp. Alex Sanchez trying to get down the near board is cut off by Jamie Thomas, and a foul is called. And so Baltimore will take it. Wearing the white uniforms, they go right to left as we look at the action here in the first period.
Baltimore with some notable players out of the lineup. Tell you about that in a second here.
Yeah, they left quite a few of their regular rotation behind, either due to injury or perhaps time management. They've got another game tomorrow night. They got a quick turnaround as they'll be hosting Utica at the CQ Arena in Towson, Maryland, home of the Blast. Wave will be idle tomorrow, but they will host the Texas Outlaws here Sunday in a 4 o'clock Central Time game. Off the inboard in front, ball is knocked away and then covered up by Willie B.
Baltimore wanting a pass back that time, as it looked like Mario Alvarez played that back off the boards to Willie B.
Willie B having a solid season overall. This is his 20th start of the year. 21 appearances, so he has played in every game that the Wave has had so far this season, and all but one of those in a starting capacity.
The focus this week, Tom, in practice was to keep Willie B between the width of the goalposts. He's been venturing out a little bit as of late. It's got himself into some trouble.
Yeah, he and the Wave defense in general have had a bit of a struggle during this stretch in which Milwaukee has dropped 5 of 8 as that one's knocked out of bounds. And the Wave will take it. But Willie overall having a solid season, 11-7 with 1 overtime loss, a 5.58 goals against average, and 71% save percentage. Going up against Mike Zierhofer and the Baltimore Blast tonight. The Blast, talking about teams that have struggled of late, they have dropped 7 of 9. So since that big win here on February 1st, as we talked about, a resounding 9-3 win over the Wave, they've dropped 7 of 9. Here's a pass broken up by Ricardo Cavallo, but held off by Matias Silva, and Zierhofer able to get back and get it. Ricardo, by the way, getting back in the lineup for the first time in a couple of weeks after, first of all, welcoming a new child into the world, and then being unavailable to the Wave due to commitment with the U.S. beach soccer team.
I think the most surprising result for the Blast was this last loss against the St. Louis Ambush in Baltimore. The Blast were 8-0 at home. They had won 26 of their previous 32 home games, and they lost to a team that had only won 3 home games in their 3 road games, I should say, in their past 32.
Yeah, a team that they had beaten 8-1 earlier this year in Baltimore. That was a stunner for sure for Blast Nation. Although, again, the Ambush has been playing great as of late, as you mentioned, AK, and that includes a 13-6 trouncing of the Wave down in St. Louis a couple of weeks ago. So the current Ambush should not be confused with the team that they ran out there in the first half of the season.
In those 4 wins out of their past 6 games, they've exploded for 38 goals in those 4 wins.
So all of a sudden, they've found the magic in St. Louis. They'll be in Texas tomorrow night to take on the Outlaws. And again, the Outlaws will be here Sunday to battle the Wave. Crowd is still coming in here tonight, but it's been a challenging day for fans to get down here to the arena. You've got the first round of the NCAA basketball tournament taking place right down the block at the Fiserv Forum. 4 games today in Milwaukee. As a giveaway there, Chad Porch with a shot off the post. So Baltimore taking it away after some pressure back in Milwaukee's defensive end, and Porch almost opened up the scoring column tonight for the Blast.
Tony Walls, that time, the Wave defender, got caught dwelling on the ball, turned it over, and the Blast almost capitalized.
Jamie Thomas with it. He'll move it to the far side. Jesus Pacheco. Pacheco, still just 24 years old and already in his 6th MASL season.
And how about that speed right there by Pacheco to blow by Frank Tayu?
Jesus Pacheco has already played 117 regular season games between his time with the Ontario Fury / Empire Strikers and the Blast. 49 goals, 35 assists for Jesus. Wave with it. Again, going left to right here in the first quarter. Thompson knocks it away from the King, Frank Tayu. Frank playing in just his 4th game for the Wave this year. Had 2 phenomenal games in his first 2, 4 goals and 5 goals respectively against Kansas City and the Texas Outlaws, but he was shut down goal scoring wise, limited to just 1 assist in Kansas City the other night in the Waves' last outing. That was a 9-6 loss to the Comets down in Missouri.
Yeah, he had scored 4 goals against KC here in Milwaukee, and then Chad Vandegrift and company in Kansas City decided that they were going to show a lot of attention to the King, Frank Tayu, in Kansas City.
They did a great job containing him. Absolutely. That was a key to that victory there. There you get a look at Ian Bennett, the ageless wonder, 41 years old. Ian, 19 goals, 3 assists to put him number 5 on the Wave scoring list with 22 points. Alex Sanchez leads with 38. Frank Tayu overall has 39, but most of those accumulated earlier this year with the St. Louis Ambush.
Utica City with a restart goal from the top of the arc to take the lead on Harrisburg.
So that one at 4-3, and the goals coming fast and furiously in Utica tonight. Those same 2 teams played last Sunday, and it was an 11-7 Utica victory. So in case there weren't enough goals scored in that one, they're going to put on an encore performance tonight. Derek Huffman working against Mateos, plays it back out. Now Alex Sanchez drives one in, but it's blocked before it got through.
I think that hit one of the Wave forwards in front.
Here comes Nico Williams. Williams, the Chicago native. Put up a pretty good shot. Save made by Willie B. Now, Kellen Moape takes it away as they work it back out. Moape has seen limited action this year, as have had several of the Blast players featured tonight in Coach David Bascombe's lineup. Pacheco against Javi Steinwasser. Nice job there by Javi to block that shot. And Silva will track it down at midfield.
Yeah, the Blast without their two captains, Jonatas Melo and Juan Pereira.
Two longtime Brazilian standouts. They've been with the Blast since they entered this league back in the 2014-15 season. Giveaway there, top of the arc. And that one just going past the foot of Victor Pereiras. Pereiras, who has been a pretty accomplished goal scorer during his time in the league, mostly with the old Florida Tropics. Nearly had one right there. Unfortunately for the Wave, it just bounced past his foot as he was preparing to take a crack on the goal.
Blast also without Ricardo Diegues, their big forward, and also they're steady in the back, Mike Diesel, Tom. There you go.
The big buddy, Mike Diesel.
That's right.
A key defender for the Blast, but not available tonight.
We love seeing the Diesel here in Milwaukee, Tom. One of Baltimore's firefighters. Gotta love Mikey Diesel.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So that one goes out of play, and it's time for a media timeout. No score, 7:52 left to go in the first quarter. This is Wave Soccer on MASL TV.
Is coming up right after this. I gotta say it again. This is the Major Arena Soccer League. Oh, well, no, this, ladies and gentlemen, is Doreen Michaels.
It is time for the Chick-fil-A Chicken Dance Fan Cam. Get on your feet, Wave fans. Let's see how it's done.
All right, let's see it.
Stand up and show us. Come on, you can do it. There we go.
Hello there.
That's how it's done.
Very nice. Nope, doesn't want any part of it. Hi, sweetie. Hi, gang. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Oh, it's Bella's birthday. Happy birthday, Bella. What up, chickens? What up, chickens? Yes. Oh, boy.
That's it.
No, keep the poking going. Yes, that's what we like. Okay, yeah, we'll take that, too. Wait a minute. Is that a Chicago State jersey? It is! Very nice. That's old school, the Chicago State back in the day. The Odeum in Villa Park.
No score as they are chicken dancing here at the arena.
I gotta say, Tom, your Mikey Diesel horn, by the way, you've been under the weather, I know, the last week or so. But that Mikey Diesel horn, you gotta be like,
There you go. That's a much better effect right there. I think even Mike would agree with you on that one, AK.
the big diesel truck coming rumbling down the road.
Bueno Oliveira will track that one down for the Wave. Again, looking for our first goal tonight, midway through the first period. Our officials tonight, Shane Butler and Arturo Ibarra. And they haven't had to whistle any penalties as of yet. In fact, I'm trying to think if we had a foul called in tonight's game even. That was a very fast-moving first half of the first period. Breno with it. He'll play it back. Now, it looks like Breno had been bumped up to midfield from his defensive spot tonight. Juliano Oliveira saying he was going to put Cesar Correa at a defensive spot tonight. We'll see if that's the way things evolve for the Wave. Correa's been out for a while due to injury, but he's back in there tonight.
There you go, right on cue, Tom. There's your first foul. Actually, there was one earlier. I think Sanchez might have picked up an early foul.
Yeah, I think you're right. So second whistle of the game. Mateus Silva got called for the foul. Sanchez. Shot is blocked. Escueta came up to try to keep it alive. Sanchez steps in. Nice play there. Top of the area. And what a move there by Alex. Shot and a goal. Wow, what a job to get that one in. Wave leads it 1-0.
Persistence pays off that time for Alex Sanchez and the Milwaukee Wave. I'm not sure if it was Sanchez or Ian Bennett who was right on the doorstep who's going to get credit for that one. But nice effort that time by number 80, Alex Sanchez. Watch it again. Wins the tackle right there. And look at that move. So let's see if it was Sanchez all the way. Typically we see Sanchez scoring those long-range missiles. That time it was in tight for Alex Sanchez. I do like the position that Ian Bennett got to right there on the doorstep. One of the things that Giuliano Oliviero has been stressing in practice is getting those second forwards and midfielders into the box and close to goal.
Sanchez gets his team-leading 22nd goal of the season. The league leaders currently sit at 29. Sanchez with 39 points overall, including 17 assists. And he is the Waves' leading scorer. And Rios topping the league with 46 points.
You know, Tom, one thing that we know over the years playing the Baltimore Blast is you want to play from in front. Not a team you want to fall behind to because they are outstanding in possession when they get the lead.
Last time they came in and grabbed a 3-0 lead, and it was uphill all the way.
It was lights out after that, man.
Yep.
David Bascom, go all the way through the years when Danny Kelly was the coach. This team can possess the ball when they have the lead.
Ian Bennett going to get called for the foul there. You see Ian did not agree with the call. And meanwhile in Utica, it looks like UCFC has scored again. Trying to get an updated score there. Off the end board, the pass by Pereiras is knocked down by Willie B.
That was the first time you've seen Willie B really venture from the width of his goalpost that time. You got to be careful getting caught outside the width of those posts.
So it's 5-3 now. Utica with the lead against Harrisburg and continuing to put the pressure on. Utica again coming into tonight's game just a point ahead of the Wave in the standings, currently in 5th place at 11-8 with one overtime loss. Javi Steinwasser setting it up, the King! Back of the net, 2-0 Milwaukee.
Back of the net and back post tap in that time for the King, Frank Tayu. What a run that time by Javier Steinwasser. And then he just put a pinpoint pass on the foot of Frank Tayu at the back post. Watch this run again by Steinwasser. Good first step right there, good speed, and look at that ball. Man, Tom, you could have finished that one.
Maybe.
Well, it would have been with the left foot, but I think you would even put that one in too.
Frank with his 27th of the season, his 10th in 4 games with the Wave. And Javi Steinwasser picks up the assist, his 6th of the year, give him a total of 16 points, which is one more than his younger brother Alex so far this season. Alex number 44, Javi number 97. Good job by Cesar Correa to step in and get it. And then immediately fouled by Welle Bermuz, the Brazilian rookie.
You know, against Kansas City, Tom, 5 of the Wave's 6 goals were scored from way outside. They were all long shots, great shots. Really nice to see the Wave start this game off with 2 goals from inside the box.
Goals in the box are always going to be a key.
That's how I used to score them, Tom. I used to know where to go, get to the back post. I learned from the Lord of all indoors, Steve Jungle. That's where you get to.
Well, I'd say that was a pretty good guy to learn from. There's a reason why they called him the Lord of all indoors. The most prolific goal scorer of all time.
Former New York Arrows star, San Diego Sockers, Tacoma Stars as well. There was nothing like watching Steve Jungle play the target forward indoor soccer early 80s.
Steve Jungle, Tattoo, Bronco Segota, Hector Marinero. If you were watching those guys, monitoring those guys during their careers, I think you could learn a great deal about getting to the right position and scoring goals. Michael King, probably another one that was the Wave legend. Zierhofer, the veteran keeper out of Clemson. Had to be a little disappointed when his Clemson Tigers lost in the first round of the NCAA basketball tournament yesterday to the McNeese State Cowboys. You know where McNeese State is, Art?
Is that in North Carolina?
Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Louisiana, okay.
Walking in, shot and a goal! Breno makes it 3-0 Wave.
We talked about Willie B's positioning. That time Mike Zierhofer got caught a little bit, wasn't able to set his feet and block that shot. And what a start here by the Wave. And there's, you talked about it, Tom, Giuliano Oliveira moving that man, Breno Oliveira, to the second forward position. And immediately it pays dividends for Oliveira and the Wave. As you see Breno get himself on the board. Look at Zierhofer that time.
Should be Super Mario on the assist. He had the header to send it back in there. Breno gets his 11th goal of the year, also has 15 assists for 26 points. He's actually second on the Wave team scoring list. And Alvarez picks up the assist. Back they come! Oh! Ian batted off the feed from Alex Steinwasser, but unluckily could not put it in.
That was a great look by Alex Steinwasser. Unfortunately for Ian, he missed a bunny that time at the back post, but boy, I really like what the Wave's doing here tonight, getting players into the box and getting to that back stick.
I would bet in Ian's career he hasn't missed more than a couple of those.
No, he doesn't.
Wave again on the attack. Here's Tayu spinning, shooting, blocked by Thompson. Good job by Patrick Thompson to knock that one down. Wave keeping the pressure on as Thompson, the veteran out of Norfolk, Virginia, plays the midfield. And nice play, Cesar Correa, but he gives it up. Now the pass ahead, and Willie B slides out to knock it away from Kevon Frater.
You know, in that Kansas City game, Tom, I thought Ian Bennett was our best player. 40-plus years of age, but he's still got a lot of motor left.
Max Ludwig coming in, save made by Zierhofer. Max, the 26-year-old rookie out of UW Parkside. Nice stop there by Zierhofer. Again, the Wave looks like they got the jump so far here tonight in the first quarter against the Blast. Carvalho will play it back out. Alvarez now paired up defensively with the Squid, Sean Escueta. And now Sanchez at midfield. Tried to get past Kelvin Moape, couldn't do it. Moape coming back, slots it to the middle, but Frater could not catch up to it. Now Bermuse. He's been an exciting rookie acquisition for the Blast this year. Thompson with a shot, that's blocked. Nice block there by Ricardo. Oh, and the pass ahead to Ian. Great sliding play at midfield by Pereiras. Otherwise, Ian Bennett might have been coming in on the break. Last minute of play here in the first quarter. So far, it's been virtually all Milwaukee. And good defense there by Ricardo. Ricardo's going to launch long as Zierhofer retreats, but shot was off target. A bit ambitious there by Ricardo, but not a bad try. Again, the Wave really keeping the pressure on Baltimore back in the Blast defensive half. Silva chips one to the corner for Jairo Rivera, and as it bounces up to the corner. That will do it for the first period. Great first period for the Milwaukee Wave as they come away with a 3-0 lead. We'll take a break, come back with the second quarter on MASL TV.
Soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. Take that. I'll take that. I'll take the new bag too, Brad. How much, my friend? Oh, I got that, no problem. Right here, cold hard cash. I forgot. Panther Arena is cashless, but how about my Educators Credit Union debit card? That'll work here, right? You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Way debit card. Go to any of the 25 locations across Southeast Wisconsin or go to ECU.com. We ready to go here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit Union. Achieving more together. Let's go with it.
Hey, Wave fans, we usually have our Educator Credit Union's hero of the game today, but today we're actually going to focus on Educators Credit Union and what they do for the community. With me is Caleb. How are you, Caleb?
Doing great. How about you?
Excellent. Now, what do you do with Educators?
I am the Train Development Manager at Educators Credit Union.
Okay, so throughout the season, you've seen us here with an Educator Credit Union hero of the game. We spotlight someone in the community that's doing good in the community. Why is it so important for Educators Credit Union to highlight those community heroes?
Without those community members, there is no Educators Credit Union. I mean, we are all about the people. It's achieving more together. It's people helping people. And without a community, there's no us. And together, we can make the Milwaukee and Southeastern region a financially more sound area.
Excellent. And yeah, a lot of the community heroes that we've talked to over the past season have been in educating our youth on being money savvy or how to manage their money or to get into a business and be productive members of society. And Educators Credit Union, all about that.
Yeah, I mean, we are all about just trying to promote financial well-being within our youth. Financial literacy is something that sometimes is bypassed, and we really want to take value in that and help our youth in undeserved areas really change the world and what they can do with their finances.
Excellent, and we appreciate you and everything that Educators Credit Union does with the Milwaukee Wave and with our community. If you want to nominate a hero of the game, you can scan the QR code. Thank you again. It was great to have you here. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Doreen, and thank you, Educators Credit Union.
3-0, the Wave leading the Baltimore Blast as we get ready for the start of the second period. Tom Wynn and Art Kramer with you here from Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at miter.com. Blast kicking off. They go right to left and just miss an opportunity to get on the board. Back comes Milwaukee in the counterattack as Alex Steinwasser is checked off the play by Chad Porch.
And the Blast almost caught the Wave on that kickoff. They sent a man flying forward out of the back. The Wave too high up defensively, and they got caught in behind right off the kickoff.
Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. The all-new MASL Fan Store will be launching soon. And MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. MASLsoccer.com.
One of the tendencies, Tom, of the Blast is to attack right off the kickoff. They've done it for years, and they've done it quite successfully. And that time, that was a thing of beauty, that kickoff right there.
Well executed, except just couldn't quite get it inside the post. Again,
you were going to say the shot's 5-2 in the Wave favor there
in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Ludwig Gets it to Stuart Grable. Milwaukee will recycle at midfield. Tony Walls, who has played just one of the last 7 games due to a lingering hamstring injury. The only one he did play in was the Waves' 13-3 victory over Kansas City here on March the 2nd, which Tony had a Barbosa for his 4th goal of the season. Tony, all told, played in his 157th MASL regular season game, 94 goals, 50 assists for the former Wauwatosa East High School and UW Green Bay soccer star.
The Wave wants to play outside their defensive yellow line.
Wow, nice little exchange there as Guevara touches off for Patrick Thompson, and he gets Baltimore on the board. They trail it 3-1.
Little combination play in tight, and as you said, that man, number 88, Patrick Thompson, beats Willie B to the far post that time.
And for Patrick Thompson, that is his 7th goal of the season. And the assist will go to Guevara. Jairo with his 4th assist and his 8th point overall. He also has 4 goals. He's been another second-year Discovery player as Cesar Correa coming in is knocked down. Looking for a possible blue card on the foul from Guerrero, but just a common foul.
Wave ball, great opportunity.
Wave on the restart. Correa was going to come off, and then they had already put the ball in play in to stay on. So
one of the things the Wave needs to do is ask the referee to mark off the 5 yards. That'll buy you a little bit more time. They failed to do it that time, and they failed to get a shot off on a good restart opportunity.
Wave has not been the most efficient in restarts this season.
Well, you'd like to see him get shots off, right? And that time you were inside the zone. That was a tweener, and they failed to get the shot off.
One thing they always do in Kansas City, whenever there's an offensive attacking zone restart, they play the shot song, AK. You know what the shot song is?
What's that?
It's an upbeat song. It goes shot, 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 shot. So just in case any of the players are wondering what the purpose of the restart is, the music reinforces it. I learned that from my trip to Cable Dahmer Arena this past week.
I'm glad you learned something in the Cable D Arena, Tom. We don't say the.
I learned that Nick Vassos and Eric Bergwood are treated like gods at that place.
We don't say the whole name of that arena. We just say the Cable D Arena, Tom. Remember, we're from Milwaukee.
That's right. Yeah, we don't like to emphasize the second name of that. But no, that was just great seeing Eric and Nick and just getting a chance to check out their digs there at the arena. Just outstanding. The whole Kansas City organization, Brian Roth, helping me get set up there and stuff. It was just outstanding.
Their general manager and part owner of the Buds, Brian Budzinski.
I didn't get a chance to talk with Brian, but had I would have been sure to reinforce that St. Louis is the soccer capital of the United States.
He should already know that. He should already know that. And that Kansas City and Milwaukee are much bigger rivals than Kansas City and San Diego, by the way.
Yeah, I'd say that should go without saying there. Blast with it. They've got the momentum from the recent goal. Milwaukee's still leading 3-1. Alex to Javi coming in, moves it across. Trying to look for Derek Huffman, couldn't get it there. Good idea by Javi, just a little off on the execution.
Trying to replicate that left-footed pass to the back post that he had with Taiyu earlier. He missed the other target, Huffman, that time.
I'll tell you, both Steinwashers have come out looking great offensively here tonight. Good takeaway there. Correa dispossessing Welly Bermuse. Nicely done by Cesar.
Excellent that time by Cesar Correa.
So Cesar, who had been playing at midfield for most of the season, now switched to the back. And again, good move there by Coach Oliviero as Breno comes in off the pass from Frank Taiyu. And so hopefully moving Breno up and Cesar to the back is going to pay dividends for the Wave.
I think it's a great move. It allows Cesar to concentrate on the defensive side of the game where he's very good. He's not a big production guy offensively, and Breno is. And so it's going to give you a little more production in the attack with Breno.
Turning shot by Frank Taillou was up and over, but a good quick move there by Frank. He has one of the 3 goals for Milwaukee thus far, Sanchez, Taillou, and Breno, while Patrick Thompson has the tally for the Baltimore Blast. Willie B.
Good ball that time by Willie B.
Willie B looking sharp tonight, both stopping shots and distribution-wise.
I was saying before, Tom, the Wave wants to keep the play outside their defensive yellow line and limit the touches they have to have with Willie B. Let Willie concentrate on stopping shots. That's what he does best.
Pacheco will bring it up for the Blast. Since the start of this century, this is the 102nd regular season meeting between these clubs. Again, 1-1 so far this season, with all games played in Milwaukee. Wave leads the all-time series 58-43 with a 37-14 edge here in Milwaukee.
103, you said, Tom? How many years does that cover?
This is the 102nd meeting since the start of this century.
And we faced him a number of times before that too, though, wouldn't you say?
Well, as the Blast, yeah. I think it was about maybe a dozen times or so.
Right.
And then, of course, this current version of the Blast started off as the Baltimore Spirit back in 1992-93. They were the Spirit from 92 through 98. And then when Ed Hale purchased the team, he was the original owner of the Baltimore Blast, of the original Blast. He had retained the rights to the name Blast, and they became the Baltimore Blast again. Of course, they are one of the most iconic indoor franchises of all time. Milwaukee Wave, Baltimore Blast, San Diego Sockers. That's the big 3 of all time in North American indoor professional soccer.
And who could forget that final in 2003 when that shot went off Lance Johnson, Tom? They called it a 3-pointer, should have been a 2. I just had to say that for the fans in Baltimore.
The last game the Wave ever played at the now demolished Bradley Center.
There's a number of fans in Baltimore that really love it when I whine about that 2003 final game.
Well, the Baltimore fans certainly love it.
They tune in just to hear me whine about that. They say, Kramer, how about I have a little cheese with your wine?
In fairness, I will say that's the only time you ever talk about it when we're playing the Blast. Correa able to take down Chad Porch and make a nice tackle on the ball, or at least in the estimation of the officials. Blast get it back as Pacheco able to play it off, and now Willie Bernice with it. So Baltimore's been able to stabilize a bit here possession-wise since the Wave jumped out to that 3-0 lead. It's now 3-1. Frater has it taken away, and eventually Wave gathers it in. Willie B now. Willie in his 3rd year with the Wave, 6th in this league. The native of Rochester, New York. Dumps it in the corner for Frank Taillou. Frank, the Cameroon native, got it back to Tony Walls. Tony doing well to control between a couple of defenders as they muck it up down in the corner. And eventually Frater comes away with it.
Referees letting them play.
Yeah, they sure are. Shane Butler, Arturo Ibarra. We saw Arturo down in Mesquite, Texas in that game against the Texas Outlaws. Even Kyle Armstrong.
Gotta love the name, Arturo.
He sounds like a guy who should be a referee. Guevara off the end wall. Breno gets it on the other side. And now we'll move it to Sanchez.
Blast have settled down here in the second quarter.
Sanchez coming right at the defenders, still cuts it back. Now Alvarez. Mario tees one up just a bit high. Mario already with an assist tonight. He had a couple of goals in that game against Kansas City on Friday, as did Breno, another one of our goal scorers here tonight. Chad Porch, the Delaware native, lays it back. Pereiras with a long bouncer that goes wide. And the Wave will settle the possession. First of two this weekend here in Milwaukee for the Wave. They will also host the Texas Outlaws on Sunday at 4 o'clock. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave.
Good ball that time by Alvarez.
Ricardo thought Alex Steinwasser was going the other way. Gets it back, turns and scores! Wow, talk about a reload! Ricardo Cavallo, 4-1 Milwaukee.
Now, that was a great ball forward by Mario Alvarez. He's got to pick up the assist on that one. A great ball into the corner, deep into the corner. And then Ricardo Carvalho did the rest. Nice. Went to lay it off, kept possession of the ball by himself. Nobody touched it. And there's the finish right there. But a great ball forward into the attack, that time by Mario Alvarez.
That will bring us to our media timeout. 4:21 left to go in the first half. It's a Wave 4, the Blast 1 on MASL TV.
In the first half, more exciting Milwaukee Wave soccer is coming up right after this. Doreen Michaels, where do you meet?
I am with Nico Vidal, who's celebrating his 7th birthday today. Wait, with the Wave, yeah.
Hey, happy birthday, Nico!
It's way cool to celebrate your birthday with the Wave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Lots of people celebrating birthdays. Let's show them. Let's see who else is celebrating their birthday here today. Happy birthday to Connor and Peyton Daigle. It is Paxton's 10th birthday. It is Jackson's birthday. Happy 21st birthday, Emma. It is Ryan's birthday, Maddox Zavera's birthday. Happy 7th birthday to Drake Brandenburg. Xavier Hernandez's 10th birthday. Happy birthday to Nate Wright. Mendy's sweet 16. Reese Williamson's 12th birthday. And happy birthday to Alberto Garcia.
And the following groups in the house tonight, we welcome Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Southeast. McWanago Area Soccer Club is here. The Dorados MKE. Liverpool Brothers are here. SC Wave Germantown. Raising Legends Homeschool is here. Joe Donovan's group in the house. Taylor Pills Fan Club is here. What's up, Tay? Kay's Academy Dancer coming up here at the half. Anderson's Commercial Group LLC. SC Wave is in the house. And Street Dreams Soccer Academy. You can celebrate here with your Milwaukee Wave. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com. Click on groups.
Wave leads it 4-1 after that goal by Ricardo Cavallo, his 12th of the year. Listed as unassisted, but it should be Mario Alvarez with his 12th assist. As Wave takes it away right after the kickoff. Derek Huffman with a good crack at it, but could not find the back of the net. Foul going to be called on Milwaukee. I think that's the Squid, Sean Esquina. And again, Milwaukee takes it right back off the free kick as Calvin Wape gave it right back to Javier Steinwasser.
And Steinwasser found Huffman alone up top, and Baltimore's lucky they didn't fall further behind.
Javi could have multiple assists. Welly Bermuse, what a finish there. And the Blast back within 2 at 4-2.
Well, I like what Bermuse did. He went at the Wave defender, Asqueta, with speed that time. Went to his left, and Willie B had no chances. Bermuse fired a missile into the lower corner. Look at that shot by number 77.
Bermuse with his 11th of the season. And for Willie Bermuse now, 11 goals, 5 assists for 16 points. Right back come the Wave! Super Mario makes it 5-2.
Well, you talked about the goals galore in Utica City, Tom. Goals galore here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin as well. As these teams right now just trading back and forth. And that time it was number 10, Mario Alvarez. There you see Frank Tayu with the assist right there to Alvarez. First time bullet that time by Super Mario.
Mario got all of that one, his 13th of the season. And give him a total of 24, possibly 25 points on the year if he gets credit for that assist on the Carvalho goal. And Frank Tayu with the assist, number 14 on the year for Frank. He's got a goal and assist tonight, total of 41 points. So don't look now, but Frank Tayu, as the Blast is able to come right back and score. Looks like maybe a little confusion there by the way.
Once again, Tom, we talked about Willie B needing to stay in between the width of his goal post. And that time, off his line, he's way too far out towards the side of the penalty area. And a shot that would have been right in his hands. Watch where he is right now. There's a defender on the ball. And watch where Willie comes through. See him step forward? No reason to step forward there. Once again, watch the position. There's that step forward, and that shot goes right over his hands. If he's back 2 steps, he might have a chance for that ball.
Jonatas Mello gets the goal. As
not Mello, but
well, who's ever wearing number 23. At any rate, it makes the score 5-3. Three goals in a span of 22 seconds.
Have to check on that goal scorer.
Breno off the end board. Now, I wasn't sure Mello was here.
No, he's not.
Well, that sure looked like number 23.
And they were saying it last game in Baltimore that these jerseys, the numbers are so small, it's really hard to pick up the numbers from up top.
Okay. Jamie Thomas, number 17.
Your favorite guy, Tom.
Yeah.
Jamie Thomas.
My favorite player out of St. John's. Well, at least maybe he's in a good mood since St. John's was able to beat Omaha in the first round of the basketball tournament.
Well, we got a Rick Pitino, and who's Arkansas's coach this year, Tom? Calipari?
Yeah.
Calipari and Pitino meeting in the next round.
How about that for a matchup,
yes,
huh?
Sir.
The former Kentucky coaches. Rick Pitino and I go back to the 82-83 season. I know some of our fans aren't even sure those years existed, but when he was coaching at Boston University and I was doing public address.
And Calipari and I go back to when the Nets were here playing against the Bucks. I had a few words with Coach John. Todd Dusowski and I were sitting in the front row and we were giving him a hard time that his players weren't fit enough. John with a $35 million 5-year contract in Arkansas, by the way.
And I'm sure the words of Kramer and Dusowski have been ringing in his ears ever since.
We had fun that night. It was the strike-shortened season, by the way.
That was the 98-99 NBA campaign, I believe.
Yes, it was. Todd and I were in the front row.
Shot blocked out as it'll be headed all the way back to Zierhofer. And whistle will go the other way.
Pardon that language if you picked up the field mic right there.
Yeah. Hold your ears, fans. So Jamie Thomas getting the goal at 11:42, the third goal in a 22-second span between both teams. And for the former St. John's Red Storm, his 9th of the year, also has 7 assists for 16 points. Patrick Thompson with the assist, so Pat Thompson now with a goal and an assist tonight.
I will say, Tom, most of the Blast Wave games over the years have been more or less defensive-minded games. This is not the norm here when you see the Wave and Blast.
No, this one a lot more entertaining from an offensive perspective. Well, as they say, each game takes on an identity of its own. And this one would go counter to most of the Wave Blast meetings over the years. But, you know, we've had some shootouts in the past against these guys. Tony Walls, off the mark, rebound, follow, Alvarez. And that one is a little bit high and wide.
Mario looking to continue with his point production tonight, goal and 2 assists here.
Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. Still time for another chance, perhaps. Zierhofer, good job to step out and clear that one away from Javi Steinwasser. Now Willie Bernus back the other way against Huffman. Rolls it in. Willie B makes the save. Huffman clears. And shot the buzzer. A bit high. Boy, Patrick Thompson had a pretty good look just before the horn sounded. All right, that does it for the first half. So a relatively high-scoring first half between these clubs as they go to the locker room at halftime. It is the Wave 5, the Blast 3. We'll keep it right here and await our halftime interview with Van McNeil and Wave coach Giuliano Oliviero. Before we get there, we want to tell you that playoff tickets are now available for the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs out in sunny San Diego. Coming up April 5th through 7th. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. And let's send it down to Van with Coach Oliviero.
All right, we're down here on the field. The Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner, checking in with head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, Giuliano Oliviero. Good, but not great, right? We've got some room for improvement here. It's 5-3. We've got the crowd and the energy behind us. What's your message in the second half here?
I think you guys have been awesome. I thought our energy was really good. We've scored some timely goals, but at the same time, we've given up some very costly goals. Just lack of focus, but it's the Baltimore Blast, it's the Wave, it's a rivalry, it's going to be an exciting second half.
We knew it was going to be like this, and we prepared all week long, but those transitions coming back, that was less than 5 seconds on that last Blast goal.
Yeah, you know, live and learn, right? So hopefully moving forward, that doesn't happen again tonight and hopefully in the future, but we're playing some good stuff and looking forward to the second half.
All right, let's go, Coach. Giuliano Oliviero, head coach of your Milwaukee Wave, and the Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital Coach's Corner. Gotta give a shout out to the Mendoza family, sweetie. We know you're battling right now and you're watching from home. The entire team is here with you and here behind you. And Wave fans, you too. Let's give it up for the De La Rosa family watching from home, battling right now. We love you. We love you. You're watching the Major Arena Soccer League. Let's go Wave.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco Hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave, and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Are you guys ready to shuttle down to the game? Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your primetime dance performance from Kay's Academy of Dance.
attitude. Fellas that were in the mood. Don't just stand there, let's get to it. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it.
Let's hear it for Kay's Academy of Dance.
Here's a lucky way here. I love that. That one. Okay, the soccer ball. Hey, Brad, I'm ready to check out here. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take the new bag, Brad. How much, my friend? Oh, I got that. No problem. Right here. Cold hard cash. I forgot, Panther Arena is cashless, but how about my Educators Credit Union debit card? That'll work here, right? You too can get your very own Educators Credit Union Milwaukee Way debit card. Go to any of the 25 locations across Southeast Wisconsin or go to ECU.com. We ready to go here, Brad? What do you mean decline? Scan it again, please. Oh my goodness. Educators Credit. Achieving more together. Let's go away.
You guys go that way. This way.
Oh, one of my favorite games ever that we do at the Wave. It is the Educator Credit Union Toddler Payout. We have our toddler here. This is Madison, who just turned 1 on Valentine's Day. Hi, Madison. Look at that face. All right, so Dad, this is what we're gonna do. These three guys and Van have some surprises, and Madison can have anyone she wants. Whichever one she picks is hers, but you can't help her.
Now, what is she gonna pick, Doreen? Will she pick the Educators Credit Union teddy bear? Show the camera, show everybody, and then show our toddler. Or will it be the candy? Will it be the lollipop? Or Way fans, will she pick the brand new crispy $50 bill? It's totally up to her, Doreen. Let's play the Educators Credit Union Toddler Payoff. Here we go. Go ahead and pick one, sweetie. Which one is she gonna pick? All right, boys, come in a little closer. A couple steps closer. Which one is she gonna pick? All right, boys, a little closer now. Come on over. What's it gonna be? You like the teddy bear? It's the teddy bear! It's the teddy bear! Let's give it up for our toddler, and look at she's hugging the bear.
Look at Madison.
Everything.
That teddy bear was meant for you. Nice job, sweetheart.
How about a hand for our toddler? Thank you, Educators Credit Union. Let's go Wave.
Okay, yes, now it is time for exterior pros to build up. We have our contestants here. What is your name and where are you from?
Jeff from Hills Corners.
Jeff from Hills Corners.
Versus?
Paul from Mecklenburg.
All right, the classic Mequon Hills Corners battle.
Yes, Jeff versus Paul. All right, guys, you have to kick the ball into the goal. You either dribble it, you can kick it from here, I don't really care, and then you have to run down there and you have to build a house, or something that at least resembles a house.
Yeah, build something. On your marks, get set, go! There they go. They got to shoot the goal first. Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, you took advantage of that.
Back of the net. Hales Corners out to an early lead.
Just build something that kind of looks like a house. You know,
yes, build anything.
Some walls, a roof.
Maybe you could be like that tiny house in Waukesha that's up for $250,000.
Yes. That's
about
the
the
size.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the size.
You are being timed, gentlemen.
I mean, this is some pretty impressive building.
Actually, considering what we've had in the past,
yes,
they're doing great.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Well, I think we have a winner. I think that, Jeff, that looks a little bit more like a house. That looks a little bit like a house, doesn't it? Right?
I think it looked like a great house.
I mean, you did okay over there, but this one looks just a little bit better.
Who built it better? Wave fans, was it Hales Corners? Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Hales Corners or was it Mequon? I know Mequon may have the nicer lawns, but the nicer houses are in Hales Corners in this instance. Give it up for Hales Corners. Thank you, exterior pros. Let's go play. All right, Wave fans. Hi, everybody. Woo! It's time for the PNC Bank Nonprofit Ball Toss. This is what you're aiming for right here. Of all the balls that you have purchased to help out Big Brothers, Big Sisters, we are drawing one winner. On your marks, get set, launch those soccer balls. Here we go. I'll help you out if I can. The PNC Bank Nonprofit Ball Toss for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Milwaukee. It is the best day ever. I got somebody in there. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, today's winner. Maybe it's the booty. Let's see. Today's winner is 412, 412. You are today's PNC Bank Nonprofit Ball Toss winner for Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Milwaukee. Thank you for your donations. Let's go with.
They did it once as usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list, holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000. With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
All right, Wave fans, our friends at Mexican Fiesta are helping us with our Hola de Milwaukee game. Jesus, how you doing, man? Great great to see you. This year, the festival, August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th over at the Summerfest grounds. You guys do it up right over there. Thank you for joining us and helping us out, Jesus.
No, yeah, thank you guys. I'm glad everyone's here. We want to invite you guys August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Mexican Fiesta. Come enjoy the culture, the food, the music, the entertainment. We bring people from Mexico, and it's great talent. And we can't wait to see you guys over there.
And art installations, all the delicious, authentic food. We got the car show going on. There's a soccer tournament too, right?
Yeah, we have a whole soccer tournament. That's the full weekend. We have a car show. We have parades. We have, great food, authentic talent.
And Miss Mexican Fiesta?
Yeah, now I want to present you guys our Miss Mexican Fiesta.
How are you, Miss Mexican Fiesta? Who are you?
Hi, everybody. My name is Itzel Nunez. I am this year's Miss Mexican Fiesta Ambassador.
And obviously the celebration over at the Summerfest grounds, but I don't think a lot of people know about the scholarships and the help that Mexican Fiesta does in the community, right?
Yes, correct. So we do a lot of events throughout the entire year for our entire community, raising fundraising money for our student scholarships. Students are able to also volunteer, and also the ambassador program. So if you're interested, you can also get a scholarship for that too.
How about a nice round of applause for our friends from Mexican Fiesta, Miss Mexican Fiesta. Jesus, thank you guys very, very much. And we close out our celebration here. You saw them at the beginning of the game. If you're running late, boy, you missed out. One more time, give them a nice round of applause. Dance Academy of Mexico, Marina Cross.
You see some of the first half highlights as the Milwaukee Wave has a 5-3 lead over the Baltimore Blast after our first half of action here at Panther Arena in downtown Milwaukee.
And Tom, we had Brian Lofton, one of the great Wave players, up here in the booth at halftime. Remember the bicycle kick that Brian Lofton scored back in the 2000 NPSL finals here? That game was at the Bradley Center, Tom. What would we have, 17,000 that night? Something like that, 15, 16,000?
Yeah, I think at least 15,000 that night.
Well, you were on the call for that game, right? Was with Mike Jacobs?
Yep,
I think.
Mike Jacobs and I, as we defeated the Cleveland Crunch to win the MASL title. And
but that bicycle kick by Brian, I think it put us up 6-3 at the time. That really led us on our way that night. It's good to see Brian up here.
Yeah, Brian looking pretty good. Great to see him. Wave kicks off. They go left to right here in the second period. By the way, Mario Alvarez did officially get credited for the assist, his second of the night on Carvalho's goal at 10:39 in the second period. That made the score 4-1 at the time. But then a bit later, at 11:20, that kicked off a span in which 3 goals were scored in 22 seconds. Willie Bermuse for the Blast, then Mario Alvarez for Milwaukee, and then Jamie Thomas for the Blast. And that was it for goal scoring in the first half, 5-3. Wave with the lead.
Well, the Waves got to be careful defending Baltimore's kickoffs. They almost got one early, and then they did get one off the kickoff in that span that you just talked about.
Well, the goal by Thomas, that was the most recent goal in this game that made it 5-3. Again, fans, don't forget playoff tickets now available for the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs at the Oceanside Arena, Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California, April 4th through the 6th. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. Remember, you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golasso Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
And hopefully we will have punched our ticket because of a win here tonight.
Any kind of a win by the Wave, a 3-point win in regulation, a 2-point win in overtime, would clinch a playoff spot for Milwaukee in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs and their trip to San Diego. Alex Sanchez looking for Derek Huffman. Derek was going one way. The pass went the other. Now Mike Zierhofer with it. And Zierhofer taking too much time. Hesitated on the distribution, and it cost him there, the 4 seconds.
Zierhofer looking at the referee going, do we really call that? We don't call that in this league.
Not very often. All right, top of the arc restart. Let's see if the Wave can do anything with this one.
That's like calling traveling in the NBA.
Yeah. Derek Huffman! Shot on a goal! And the Wave leads it 6-3.
What do you know, Tom? A restart goal on a direct shot that time by Huff the Stuff, Derek Huffman.
Huff came within millimeters of scoring in Kansas City last week off a restart late in the game, and this time he tucks one in.
Well, he took 2 steps. Wasn't a long run at the ball, 2 steps, and then watch the Baltimore Blast wall. A little turn there, but Zierhofer that time did not have his wall set up correctly. They were taking away the left post, which is where Zierhofer was standing. They left that right side wide open.
Not a great sequence for Mike Zierhofer. He got called for the delay of game that yielded the free kick attempt from the top of the arc. And a big goal for Derek Huffman, his 8th of the year, 19 points overall. And for Huff the Stuff, MASL regular season goal number 85, and this is 134th game. Chipped in above the crossbar, and Zierhofer able to gather it in as Frank Taillou was perched at the doorstep waiting for a carom. Here comes Calvin Mwape. M-W-A-P-E. Mwape. Shot. Got behind at Willie B initially, but he was able to cover up.
We saw that happen against Kansas City. A shot go off the wall and then off Willie B's backside into his own net. It almost happened again right there.
Tony Walls getting pressure from Chad Porch as he drops it back for Willie B. Bonahene into the zone for Frank Taillou. Working against Mateus Silva. Frank turns. Wall ball pass. Max Ludwig! Still looking for his first goal of the season.
Well, one of the issues that Max Ludwig has been his shooting on target. He's gotten himself in good positions at times, but just not as putting the shot on frame. We saw it against Kansas City, shot one just high, and then tonight, same place.
He's had some great opportunities. Sometimes that first goal can be very elusive. But if he keeps putting himself in the right spots, hopefully he's going to get one here. Oh, bad pass there, but deflect off the squid. Back to Zierhofer. Chad Porch almost gave one up there. Now back on the blast. Willie Bernus lays it off for Porch. Broken up as Ludwig. Nice touch there.
That was.
Trying to push up for a 3-on-3. Taillou with a shot, saves Zierhofer. Big Z with a good stop there.
Taillou had Bennett at the far post that time had he played it low on the ground like Steinwasser did in the first half to Frank.
Pace continues to be pretty frenetic. Had a fast offensive pace in the first half, picking it up here in the second. Javi Steinwasser, little chip. He was, I think, trying to go for Alex Sanchez at the far post, but up and over. Javi said it was deflected. Shane Butler says, I don't know what you were looking at, Javi. Back comes a blast. Rivera getting the elbow up to Tony Walls.
And then Walls with a shot right back to Rivera. And they're going to call a foul on Rivera. Wow.
And Tony is letting them know. Didn't really appreciate that elbow up before. Getting some good live audio from downstairs, AK, in tonight's game. Milwaukee with it. They go left to right. Again, wearing these flashy blue uniforms. I'm sure they're available on auction on the Wave website. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com. Ricardo Carvalho welcoming back to the lineup after missing the last three.
Good spacing right here by the Wave in the attack, spreading it out nice.
Reno on the near side. He's got a goal so far tonight. Now Sanchez and Carvalho as Sanchez comes away with it. And he'll play it back out high to Stu Grable. Reno trying to work against Pereira. Nice move there. Reno coming in with a shot that's high.
Once again, that shot's got to go low across the goal and give your forwards a chance to redirect it in.
Little shake and bake against his former Florida Tropics teammate, Victor Pereiras.
That was a great move by Reno to get himself in position, but then once again, that shot's got to be low and to the far post.
Pacheco will play it back out now for Jamie Thomas. So you've got Jamie Thomas, longtime player with the Blast, and James Thomas, longtime player with the St. Louis Ambush.
And by the way, James Thomas with the Ambush has really kicked it into high gear in the second half of the season.
Yes, he has. He and Daduka, especially during this 4-game winning streak, have been just sensational.
Anna Raju, by the way, the former Blast player.
Former U.S. futsal star. Rafael Araujo. And we get a foul called here on the Wave.
Baltimore has not had many restart opportunities in the attacking zone, but they got one right here.
Speaking of the aforementioned Jamie Thomas. Jamie with a little leapfrog move right there. Also delay a game warning against the Wave. By Patrick Thompson, ready to trigger the restart. Good opportunity here for the Blast to get back within 2 if they convert. And they do.
They do.
Willie Burnous with his second of the night off the assist from Thompson.
Well, that time Stuart Crable got a little bit anxious there. Got himself too far forward and left a big lane open to Pacheco. If we can watch it again on the replay. Stewie got a little bit too high and aggressive there defensively. You see him right there, and that ball comes right across, and he was in no position to get over. See how high he is right now, Tom?
Yeah, I don't know if Willie B had a real good look at it, but credit Burnous for getting the shot on target. His second of the night, 12th of the year. Thompson with the assist. Patrick Thompson now with a couple of assists tonight. He's got 4 on the year, so each team has tallied a restart goal to count for its most recent score. Derek Huffman for the Wave off the direct shot from top of the arc, and now Willie Burnous off the assist from Thompson. And the goals keep accumulating here in this game between the Wave and the Blast. There have been many games in the all-time series between these teams in which we have not reached double figures in combined goals, and we've already done it here midway through the third period tonight.
Well, I hope you had the over.
Over would be a good call tonight. Takeaway here as Frater will dish it back. Silva back ahead for Frater. Nice job to receive it there. One-on-one against Walls. Backheel pass. And trying to make a move there is Aber Ospina, the Colombian native.
And it looks like Mario Alvarez down behind the play. Is that Alvarez, Tom?
Yes, it is. And obviously this would not be good news for Milwaukee. Mario having a great game.
And he hops right up.
So hopefully that's a good sign. But yeah, that's a guy the Wave could ill afford to lose here coming down the stretch of the regular season. By the way, updated score from Utica. It's Utica City 7, Harrisburg 5. So the Heat has pulled the goal back. Well, if they could get one more, that would enhance the drama coming down the stretch there in Utica. Meanwhile, we've got our media timeout, so we'll take a break. 6:56 left to go here in the third period. Wave 6 and the Blast 4 on MASL TV.
Okay, it is time for Knopf Knopf's Camelback Race. We got a lot of racers here today. We have Chris and Landon from Sussex. Brian and Everin are here from Fort Atkinson. Daryl Jr. and Daryl III from Cudahy. Paul and Wesley are here from Oconomowoc. Brett and Ryland from Belgium. And Ross and Owen from Grafton. And they are trying to win their entire sections and rows some Knopf Knopf.
So the kids will run here. They'll run to their adults. They'll hop on. And then they'll race to the finish line. They are playing for their sections.
Not just their sections. Their section, the section above them, and the section below them.
All of the sections.
All right,
here we
you
go.
guys
On
ready?
your marks. Get set. Go. And we're off. The Knopf Knopf Camelback Race and our winner. Wow. Knopf Knopf Middle Eastern Grill.
That might have been the fastest race that we ever had. All right, that's section 107, 207, and 307. You are winners. Congratulations to Brett and Riley.
All right. The 07s, 107, 207, 307. Knopf Knopf Middle Eastern Grill in knopfknopfgrill.com for even more.
6-4, the Wave leads it. 6:56 left to go here in the third period. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also subscribe today on MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. And Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. The all-new MASL Fan Store will be launching soon. All right, Blast with it in the white uniforms, going right to left as we look at the action here in the third period. Blast with the most recent goal from Wally Bernous, his second of the night, 12th of the year from Patrick Thompson off a restart pass at 6:50. So just when the Wave has been on the verge of maybe creating some further distance against Baltimore, the Blast has been able to respond. Teams have alternated goals since it was 3-1 in this game. Carreras off the inboard. Oh, Blast won a handball on Cesar Correa in the middle there.
Much better positioning that time by Willie B to hug that goal post and not allow a ball to come off the glass and hit him in the back.
Tony Walls able to fend off and play it up. Javi to Alex to Frank Tayu midfield, and that one off the head of Silva. So Baltimore playing with a lot of their veteran stars not available here tonight, but doing a pretty good job to hang in there against the Wave, which is virtually full strength. Wave still without Andre Hain. Andre's been out for the last couple of months, but has apparently been making progress. I was talking with the coaching staff, and they said he has been back on the field with practice. Might be a chance that he could play perhaps next weekend when the Wave finishes off the season with back-to-back games against the St. Louis Ambush, Friday in St. Louis and Sunday here at Panther Arena.
Well, I think what you said about tomorrow's game with Utica City is what has happened, and the Blast are going to bring those guys to Utica City, who, by the way, just added to their lead. A sensational three-quarter of the field shot by Milton Andrade.
8-5, and Utica looking in good shape there.
Yeah, when you get home tonight, Tom, watch that goal by Andrade, man. That was sensational.
He's had a couple tonight.
That was a la Chili Farias length of the field shot.
So that had to be impressive. Talking about Farias and
the former Mexican international, Chili Farias. He's got a better unibrow than former Laker power forward, right?
than AD. Yeah, I would have to agree. Those are two of the best unibrows in professional sports, but I'd say Chili Farias probably has them beat. All right, here comes Pacheco the other way. Shot off the mark by Thomas. Good takeaway there, Breno. Up to Alex Steinwasser as he forges ahead with three defenders back for Baltimore. Good press up by Correa. And Cesar coming away with it there. Boy, great work that time by C-Squared. Correa's looked pretty good coming back on the field here tonight, AK.
Yeah, he has.
Mario Alvarez with it. Good to see Mario right back in there after he had come up a bit lame on previous sequence a couple of minutes ago. Mario done another good game tonight with a goal and a couple of assists. Ian Bennett with a 6-game goal scoring streak on the line tonight. Off the board in front, Tony Walls almost had it. Now Ludwig steps up. Ludwig coming in. Max Ludwig just missing there. Oh, great try by Max. But again, could not quite find the back of the net. One-two with Frank. Max coming. Lays it off for Frank.
Yeah, he should have shot that one. It was a good combination play with Tayu.
Pass across, picked off Chad Porch. Back they come 2-on-2. Lays it off far side. And the save by Willie B. He was close to the edge of the box. Blast is, well, they haven't indicated they're going to challenge that. So Willie B comes up with a big save there.
How about that speed by Chad Porch through the midfield, man? That guy has got some jets.
Got some jets, got some skills. He can score goals. He can make plays out there. And definitely one of the great first-year players in this league. Breno starts back the other way. Trying to step over. He gets around. Breno coming in. Shot off the frame. Oh, great move by Breno, but unlucky finish.
Unlucky for Breno that time. A couple scissor moves and just missed to the far post.
Trying to shrug off Mbappe. Breno's got the size advantage there. Well, I'll tell you, end-to-end action here tonight between these two teams. And again,
yeah, Breno's got a lot of attacking ability, and taking him out of the back has paid dividends for Coach Oliviero.
Wolvera should get called for a foul. No, they're going to get the Squid. Wolvera had a hold of the Squid's jersey, but they're going to say that Esqueda went over the back. So the Blast will take it with 1:28 left to go here in the third period. Again, haven't been a lot of whistles in this game. Shane Butler and Arturo Ibarra have let them play.
And one thing I know you're happy with, Tom, we haven't had any challenges so far.
Absolutely. It's been a great game from that standpoint, no doubt. But you know there's going to be a couple coming. Thomas with a blast, just a bit high. When there are no repercussions for video reviews, you're always going to get them.
You've been saying it needs to be like the NHL where it's a penalty against you.
Absolutely. Here comes Jamie Thomas coming in. Could not get it into the net. Good job by Willie B to come out and challenge that time. Grable ahead to Ian Bennett. Ian trying to come in. Shot off the mark. He got some late defensive pressure from Pereiras. And a foul going to be called, I think, on Ricardo Carvalho. That's the third in the half for Ricardo, so he's got to be careful. One more, and that's going to equal a blue card.
It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Giuliano Oliviero elects to do with Carvalho.
Well, it was interesting because assistant coach Tenzin Rampa came over, and I thought he held up two fingers to Ricardo, indicating that perhaps the public address announcement was not accurate.
And then a really poor ball that time by Max Ludwig. Played it over three lines. Not sure why he was so eager to put that ball into play.
That was actually out of bounds. It was a defensive clearance because he was still in his defensive end.
Right.
And now Baltimore is going to take time. So top of the arc restart coming for the Blast. We will keep it right here with 38.9 seconds left to go. Remember that you can get the latest news of the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Also, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And you can catch MASL Monday, every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golasso. Alex Bastanowski and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. We are coming down the stretch now, AK. Only 2 weekends of the regular season left, and then the Ron Newman Cup playoffs at Front Wave Arena in San Diego. Coming up the first weekend in April. You can join the 8 teams in sunny San Diego as they square off. Visit frontwavearena.com to reserve your seat today. Obviously, the Sockers in great shape, even though they might finish in second place. They are hosting, and they haven't lost in that building yet this year. Well, not technically. In reality, they did lose the opener, but it was taken away from Utica. But they get the host. Chihuahua obviously going to be tough, the 2-time defending champs. But really, I think anybody's game otherwise playing on a neutral field.
It is, but I'd like to avoid Chihuahua and San Diego in that first round. I'd like to finish 6th or higher if you're the Wave. Let the Strikers take on San Diego in that first game. Let San Diego deal with that 6 attacker. See how they do.
Yeah, good point. Pacheco and the Blast don't get off a shot off the top of the arc restart after they call the timeout.
No, that wasn't what Coach Bascombe drew up, I guarantee you.
Still time for the Wave if they can push it upfield with 24 seconds. Javi Steinwasser, ball played to the far wing. Now Alex. Huffman keeps it alive. Javi. Zierhofer will get it, and that will do it for the third quarter. So each team gets a tally in the third. Wave still leads by 2. We'll go to the fourth. It's Milwaukee 6, Baltimore 4 on MASL TV.
Coming up after the break.
Hey, Milwaukee, hit the lights.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. You all know what you have to do. Forget about the crowds, the size of the school, the fancy uniforms. No one comes into our house and pushes us around. Unleash the fury.
If you put your effort, concentration, and the plans your potential to be the best you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
Tonight, we stay and we shut them down because we can. Let's do that, guys. This is our part. That's right. He's right back to these guys.
I want you to get out there.
Unleash the fury.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs.
Wave fans, do me a favor and make some
So the Wave leading by 2, 6-4 as we come to the fourth quarter. Shots on goal, 13-13 officially. Seems like a bit of a conservative total. Both teams have been launching more shots on goal. A lot of them have been off target. A lot of frame balls tonight, especially for the Wave. But saves, Mike Zierhofer for Baltimore. He's only stopped 5 of 11. Willie Bonahenne has stopped 4 of 8 for Milwaukee. Baltimore with it. They go left to right to start the fourth quarter. Tom went along with the Wave Hall of Famer Art Kramer. So, AK, what does Milwaukee need to do to hang on to this one tonight?
Well, they need to, first and foremost, they need to defend in front of Willie B. Right now, a 2-goal lead against the Blast, and once again, the Wave wins, and they're in.
What a shot there from Aber Ospina, and the Blast within 1, and that could be one of the goals of the week there. That was a great conversion.
Well, once again, the Blast off the kickoff, they held it for 25 seconds, then attacked, and they finished one. And just as we were saying, the Wave needed to defend in front of Willie B. Look at that, 2 Wave players run into each other. And a well-placed that shot by Ospina.
Aber Ospina, I'm double checking here. This is his 20th game, so he's actually played in all but 1 game this year. Didn't realize he had seen that much time for the Blast, but he gets his 4th goal of the season, also has an assist for 5 points, and that was a great conversion there. Back the other way, Mari Alvarez is dumped.
Wave with a big opportunity here off the restart.
So the Wave, which capitalized on a previous restart opportunity at the top of the arc when Derek Huffman knocked one in, trying to see if they can generate something here.
They got to get 2 players down deep. They got 3 guys way on the outside. This is a tweener almost to where the top of the penalty area is. And look, they play it back. And once again, they end up going all the way back to their midfield. No shot, not even threatening the shot.
Wave, of course, is still without their stalwart defender, Max Ferdinand, who usually triggers the restarts. So Max not in the lineup tonight. He will also not be available Sunday when the Wave hosts the Texas Outlaws here at the arena. However, he does expect to be back for the final weekend of the regular season, those back-to-back games against St. Louis. Frank Taillou.
But it's
off the inboard, follow-up, Grable just missing.
It's really the setup is what the Wave needs to look at on those restarts, because you can back that defense all the way back, and by being so far on the outside, they don't even get a shot off.
Sanchez cut off by Silva, and the Blast will retain the possession. So the goal by Ospina at 30 seconds of the 4th period has drawn Baltimore back within 1. First time that this has been a 1-goal game since the Wave grabbed the 1-0 lead midway through the first period on the goal by Alex Sanchez. Milwaukee scored the first 3 here tonight. Now, Javi Steinwasser coming in on the break. Javi moves in. Javi got tied up, lays it back. Huffman saves Zierhofer.
That was Zierhofer's best save of the afternoon right there, as he robbed Huffman after a good layoff that time by Steinwasser.
Javi trying to find Huffman at the far post. Couldn't quite get it through there. Ludwig tracks it down. And Max will back it up to Tony Walls.
Well, you have to love the energy by both teams here tonight.
Putting on a good show here for the fans. And like we talked about, not the biggest crowd of the season here tonight, but a very enthusiastic one. And again, with the NCAA tournament games going on down the street, definitely created a lot of traffic and parking nightmares for the fans. And by the way, it looks like Kentucky is going to go on to beat the Troy Trojans in the current game going on across the street. You still got Illinois and Xavier coming up later on as the header by Tony Walls stopped by Zierhofer. Boy, Zierhofer looked like he might have been out of the box there.
And we know Tony Walls has got some great ups, the former basketball player at Tosa East High School, and he can leap with the best of them. Another restart opportunity here for the Wave, Tom. Taillou, the only player in the box right now.
Alvarez, back it comes Sanchez, Huffman, and the shot is blocked. Great block there by Victor Pereiras. Taillou shot blocked. Alvarez could not beat the defender that time. Well, decent pressure by the Wave after that restart chance. Sanchez cut off along the boards. Nice move there.
Look at Alex Sanchez showing his one-on-one abilities right there.
He uses his sole of the feet as well as anybody in this league.
And he's got such a quick release on that shot. Those goals against Kansas City last weekend were spectacular.
Ian with a shot, tough angle, saves Zierhofer, but the Wave will get a corner kick.
Let's see what they can do this time. Once again, I'd love to see him get 2 in the box to occupy 2 defenders. And you only put 1 in the box.
And it comes, and directed across. Zierhofer covers up almost an own goal off of Patrick Thompson.
That's a good play, that short little one to Ian. Unlucky for Ian, that one didn't trickle in.
Pacheco racing downfield. Sanchez, good job to stay with him. Now, Kelvin Mwape on the other side. Kelvin not the biggest guy, but he's got some pretty good quickness. Shot blocked out of bounds by Ian Bennett, and the Blast will play it in. The Wave all time in this series has really had a good mark against the Blast. 37-14 all time in regular season, although Baltimore has an 8-6 lead during the postseason games played in Milwaukee. Blast has obviously won some big postseason games in Milwaukee during the playoff battles between these clubs. Taiyu. Now for Breno. Breno wants him to clear out.
Yeah,
see if he can go.
Frank needs to get out of there and get to the far post.
One-on-one. Now they double team, so Pacheco wasn't trying to guard Breno by himself. Off the end wall, running through. That one deflects out of play. Last touch by the Blast. Corner kick coming from Milwaukee.
They're going to put it to the top of the arc, Tom. Another great opportunity here. The restart's starting to add up here for the Wave.
So that one just outside the corner flag. And thought the Wave might want to call timeout, but the count begins. Huffman drives it in, knocked down, Bennett with a follow. And that one blocked by Silva out of bounds. By the way, Marquette, New Mexico, that game that tipped off the same time that this one did here tonight in Milwaukee. That game being played in Cleveland, tied up at 53 midway through the second half last week.
The Wave with a corner kick down here on the left side. They didn't get their lefty Carvalho on the field.
Bennett rifles one just wide. Yeah, they're still going to work on the details of those restarts, that's for sure.
Well, they're adding up here in the fourth quarter, too. This is about the 5th one they've had.
Had a lot in Kansas City, and only one goal that resulted off a restart beginning, but it really hard to count it as a restart goal.
Well, they scored the corner kicks to Mario in that game. That was a good goal.
This one ringing around near side. Taiyu trying to get it. And a collision with Nico Williams.
Frank lucky there not to get 2 minutes there. They haven't pulled a card yet today. And
Nico, a Chicago native, playing about an hour and a half from his original hometown. Depending on traffic, 90 minutes, right up I-94 from the Windy City to Milwaukee.
Wave's going to have to defend the restart now.
Frater got the call after he spun around and was taken down.
See if David Bascom wants to use a timeout here and draw something up.
Looks like they're going to go with it with 8:30 left to go. Blast has scored the last 2 to draw within 1. And shot blocks. Good job there by Correa. Pushes up ahead. Steinwasser trying to get up, and Zierhofer will come out and clear it.
There we go. Another top of the arc for the Wave.
Into the box with Van McNeil, the PA guy, and Scotty Fellows, the scoreboard operator.
Wave needs to get their players on the field quickly.
And they're going to call timeout. So utilizing the timeout here to make sure they can set it up on this top of the arc restarts. 8:22 left to go. Got a good one here tonight with the Wave leading 6-5. And I believe it's a final now in Utica. Last I saw it was 9-6. So I'm assuming that Utica did indeed go on to beat the Harrisburg Heat. And they will maintain at least a 1-point edge over the Milwaukee Wave in the standings, even if the Wave gets a regulation victory here
Well,
tonight.
and they now move 1 point ahead of the Blast at 37 points to the Blast 36. Now the Blast do have a game in hand, and they play UCFC tomorrow.
Disagree with the call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Lavaco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Blast goes home tomorrow to host Utica in a 7 o'clock Eastern time start. Check that, 7:30 Eastern time start tomorrow night at the CQ Arena in Towson. Meanwhile, the Wave will be off. They will get ready to host the Texas Outlaws here Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Texas will be hosting St. Louis tomorrow night, 7 o'clock in Mesquite, Texas.
Blast overloading the left side here. Probably going to go from Mario to Ian Bennett, I would think would be the play.
Big restart chance here for the Wave, and they send it through. Frank turning shot, headed out of there. Alvarez with a follow that's deflected way up in the air.
Mario with a good look that time to find Tayu at the back post. Didn't look like Frank was ready for it.
Still got more than 8 minutes to go in this game. Sanchez! And he scores! 7-5, Wave.
We saw him do it against Kansas City from outside the yellow line a week ago, and he does it again here tonight. And that shot took a deflection in front of Zierhofer, but what a quick release and an absolute missile by that man, Alex Sanchez. And that is a huge goal for the Wave in their bid to get in the MASL playoff. Watch this once again. Let's see where it took a deflection here in front. Looked like right there might have gone off of number 17, Jamie Thomas. Boy, that was just an absolute screamer.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. Maybe we get a better look here.
Actually, it hit right there, Bermoose. Right there.
Second of the night for Sanchez, his 23rd of the year. And the Wave once again up by 2. And a big stop there by Willie B to stop Pacheco, who had a great chance on a rebound opportunity.
That was Willie B's biggest save of the night right there, Tom. Once again, the Blast coming at the Wave right off the kickoff and almost score again.
Time for our media timeout. We will take a break. This is MASL TV.
It's time for Ambassador Hotel Staycation Trivia Band. That's what I was going to say.
Yes!
All right, we have our contestant. What is your name?
Kelsey.
And where are you from?
Illinois.
Kelsey's from Illinois, but clearly a Wave fan. So we have a trivia question.
Wade.
Okay, she's here for the Wave.
You be nice.
All right, let's take a look up at the board and see what your trivia question is.
Oh boy.
All right, Wave trivia. How many different countries do the Wave players represent? A4, B5, C6, or D7? They're discussing.
If anybody should know this.
All right, D, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
She says D, final answer. D, final answer. Yes. Congratulations. Yes, that's how you play Ambassador Hotel Trivia. You just won yourself a gift card from Ambassador Hotel. And we have our Ambassador Hotel Staycation winner. It's Michelle Mazzola. Check your email. Ben, back to you.
Real quick about those two. You know Lucy from the midfield kick, but Kelsey has been supporting the team just as long. A lifelong Wave fan. Give it up for Kelsey. Give it up for Lucy. Thank you, ladies.
7-5, the Wave leads it with 7:50 left to go here in Milwaukee. Blast will have it on a restart from the near corner to the right.
It's been a slew of restarts both ways here in the fourth quarter.
Total of 14 shots between the two teams here in the fourth. Remember, there was only 26 combined through the first three periods. Willie B's got this one. Long outlet down the middle looking for Javi Steinwasser. Porch will run onto it and head it back to Zierhofer.
Good defense by the Wave restart defensive team that time. I think it was Stu Grable.
Porch drives it wide. Vermoose with a follow off the mark. Well, he's got a couple of goals tonight for Baltimore. Now Pacheco with it. Pacheco, by the way, picked up an assist, his 12th of the year on the goal by Espina, just 30 seconds into this quarter. That made it 6-5 at the time, but then Alex Sanchez responded with his second goal of the night, 23rd of the year. For now, unassisted to make it 7-5. Porch against Escueta. Back heel leave, and the shot save, Willie B. Turns away Patrick Thompson. Another big save by Willie B. So hopefully Willie's confidence is picking up a bit here down the stretch. And the Wave will settle the possession here a little bit. Javi Steinwasser with it. One big game coming up in the league after this one tonight in Tacoma, where the Kansas City Comets will be taking on the Tacoma Stars in a game that could have certainly some playoff seeding and playoff implications, especially with Tacoma.
The folks in St. Louis are going to be watching that one.
Yes, they will. Tomorrow, you've got Utica, Baltimore, St. Louis at Texas, and Empire at San Diego, which should be a big one between those two Southern California rivals.
Potential matchup in the first game of the Ron Newman Cup.
And then Sunday, Texas Outlaws here to play the Wave in Milwaukee. 4 p.m. kickoff time.
The Wave trying to atone for that loss to Texas just, about a month ago, Tom?
February 15th, the Outlaws walked in and beat the Wave 7-6 in overtime. Wave has had a couple of big wins over the Outlaws down in Mesquite, but they got to still be sticking from that one, AK.
They put a 14 spot up twice in Texas, and Texas came in here and shut them down.
Also Sunday, Tacoma at Kansas City in the back end of that back-to-back weekend matchup. And then San Diego at Empire Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time in the second end of that back-to-back.
Kansas City with Stefan Mijatovic going to face the Stars, where he played earlier in the season.
Stefan coming up with
he likes to bounce around, doesn't he, Mijatovic?
8 teams in 8 years for Stefan, but he's a heck of a player. Had a big goal against the Wave in that game in Kansas City last weekend.
8 teams in 8 years, is that what you said, Tom? 8 teams?
Yep.
Speaking of Chili Farias, huh? That guy had more clubs than Arnold Palmer.
I'm not sure about top Chili. I think Chili had indoor-wise, I think he was up to 13 teams by the end of his career.
And in fairness to Chili Farias, man, that guy could play. He could play.
Yes, he could.
Seemed like whatever team he went to, they were in the championship. Him and Neil Gilbert was another one.
One thing you count on Chili was usually some great performances and a lot of stress on his coach.
Yeah, but he was in a lot of finals. Him and Hinoni Martinez was another guy that was always in the finals no matter what team he was playing on. Neil Gilbert was the guy who was in a lot of finals too.
Yeah,
bounced around.
Yeah, Neil played with his share of teams, that's for sure. Chili Farias was the man of the match here in Milwaukee in that 2010 final between the Wave.
Yeah, with a runner-up to Hinoni Martinez, by the way. He had a great game then, too. Wave was up 6-1. That was multiple point scoring at halftime.
And then Hinoni and Chile took over.
Yes, they did.
However, Wave made it back to the championship the next 2 seasons in MISL 3 and responded with a couple of wins over this very same Baltimore Blast team that played here tonight. Well, not the exact same players, but the same franchise. In a couple of great battles between these teams.
And if the referees had just got it right in 2003,
All right, Jesus Pacheco is down the jersey. He is the 6th attacker. Empty net to the left as we face it. Still a lot of time to go here, 3:45.
I know I'm going to have some messages on my phone, Tom, when I get home. Dave K, Louis Melcher, some of the Blast fans, be all over me with that one.
Yeah, they love to wind you up a little bit about that, no question. All in good fun, all in good nature in this great rivalry between the clubs.
Absolutely. I mean, I love the people of Baltimore. Love their fans, love their team.
Love their broadcasters, Paul Mittermeier. Gary Stein used to broadcast for them many years.
How long has Paul been doing those games?
Oh, man.
Paul's been doing it forever.
He sure has. He's been a great broadcaster. Of course, Brad Crosley now, who does some play-by-play. He was also doing some analysis last week. And boy, go right down the list. P.J. Wakefield, Jason Dieter, Lita Chantret, Tariq Walker sometimes,
Tariq.
former Wave player. Here's Javi with a chance, but it's going to go wide. But no, they've had a lot of great broadcasters as well. Just a great organization with Ed Hale, of course, the owner and steward of that franchise. Still 2.5 left. So if Baltimore gets the next goal, they are still very much in it. Pereiras drives one in, good foot that time by Breno to clear. They had somebody at the far post. That was going to be an easy tap, but Breno was able to intercede. Porch trying to get to the front porch, but he got cut off that time. Rolls it through far side. Oh, Berbius with a chance. Now Thomas with a chance.
Wave could get a timeout here. Timeout.
And they are indeed going to call timeout. Wow, Blast with a couple of grade A opportunities. But unfortunately for them, they couldn't convert as we check it out one more time. That one bounced through to Bermuth. He couldn't believe he missed. And then Jamie Thomas following up. He couldn't believe he missed.
Get out of our way, Arturo.
So AK, a great game tonight. Well, regardless of how this thing turns out, this has been an outstanding game here between these teams. Well played. Officials let them play, but they kept it under control. No penalties in tonight's contest thus far.
And the Wave, 1:48 from stamping their ticket into the MSL playoffs. Once again, the Blast, they go home tomorrow to face UCFC. That's going to be a big one because the Blast, while UCFC has pulled a point in front of them, if everything remains as it is right now, the Blast could flip them right back tomorrow in Townsend.
You know, as you said, Art, if you're in the playoffs, it really doesn't matter what the results are until you get to San Diego. However, Blast loses tonight. That's 8 out of 10.
Right.
And you got to believe, you know, they're coming off their first loss at home in their previous outing to the St. Louis Ambush. So, you know, they got to be feeling a little bit of pressure here.
Well, I think as I look at all the teams, I'm trying to kind of put a list together of what each team needs to do going into the playoffs. And we're still not there yet. But for Baltimore, it's get healthy, man. Jonatas Melo is such a key for that team. He controls the tempo. He's one of the best midfielders in the league for a long time. Him and Juan Pereira are so key to their team. And Melo needs to get healthy. He's got a little bit of a hamstring, I think, right now. But they need Jonatas Melo in the lineup. He's a tremendous leader.
And on the Wave side, Max Ferdinand is the guy we need healthy. And again, Max said he's very optimistic he's going to play next weekend, coming off that hamstring injury. And obviously, can't wait to have him back out there. He is obviously going to be one of the key players for Milwaukee coming down the stretch.
Max is loved here in Milwaukee. He's loved in Baltimore as well. He's been a great player for both franchises throughout the year.
All right, Pacheco comes back in as the extra attacker. Still 1:25 to go.
I like the aggressiveness right now by the Wave to push up high.
Blast going with the sixth attacker with about 4 minutes left to go. Neither team has scored since then.
Wow.
Pacheco just misses it. Oh!
That kid's gotten better and better as the season has worn on. Jesus Pacheco. Played in the midfield. David Bascom has moved him to the back. Wherever he's gone, he's looked very good this season. Uh-oh. Thought that was 3 lines.
Alvarez dump it back in and use up a little more time.
Like to see the Wave press him a little bit here. Don't let him come up the field.
Blast need 2 to tie. Pereira plays a square for Pacheco. Now Thomas. Fans on their feet here in Milwaukee. Pereira drives it wide. Down to 30 seconds.
Wow, that could have been 2 minutes right there. He's going to throw that challenge flag, I'm sure. David Bascom reaches into Adato Neto's pocket, and he said, hey, assistant here, give me that flag.
So we'll have our first video review. We almost had the miracle, Art, a full game without a video review, but wasn't meant to be.
And Adato Neto, the assistant coach for David Bascom, he was one of the best forwards that ever played this game of indoor soccer. Adato Neto.
One-time MVP, although I got to say, AK, that was in a stretch in which Greg Howes had won a couple, and Greg easily won the scoring title that year, and Adato still earned the MVP. I'm not taking anything away from Adato, but clearly Housey could have been a 3 consecutive time MVP.
Greg Howes, Adato Neto, I'd take both on my team any day, right?
Wow, that'd be
But Adato had that red challenge flag. He had it tucked away. He was like you, Tom. He said, I don't want to see any challenges today. Let's get out of here, coach. And David went in there and lifted up his suit coat, went in there and said, give me that red challenge flag, Adato.
So the final score from Utica was UCFC 11, Harrisburg 6. So they finish off the 2-game sweep that started last Sunday with an 11-7 Utica win. Utica improving now to 12-8-1, 6-4-0 at home for a total of 37 points. And Harrisburg dropping to 3-17-1 as they will stay at 10 points. The Heat eliminated from playoff contention again for the 4th straight season.
So Baltimore loses that challenge, gave Coach Bascom time to draw up a play here with 27.2 on the clock.
And remember, 20 minutes from now or so, we will have kickoff in Tacoma with the Kansas City Comets and Tacoma Stars. And that is going to be a big one to cap off tonight's MASL action.
And Tom, Kansas City could still catch San Diego. They're 4 points down right now.
Pacheco will play it out front. By the way, the challenge was denied. And not much time left now for the blast. Shot by Bermuse. His bid for a hat trick turned away by Willie B. And Willie's had a great 4th quarter here tonight. Alex Steinwasser dumped, but it's not going to matter. That is the final. Wave with a big win over the Baltimore Blast, 7-5. So the Wave will improve to 12-7-2 for 36 points. They get their 10th regulation win of the year, 7-1-2 here on the home turf, Panther Arena.
And the Wave, Tom, pushes to 36 points, which is even with Baltimore. Baltimore has a game in hand on the Wave, and they also own the tiebreaker between the two teams because they have more regulation wins than the Wave.
11-10 over Milwaukee, although the Wave did win the season series, which would be the next tiebreaker, 2 out of 3. Baltimore drops to 12-7-1 as they lose their 8th game in the last 10. 4-6-1 on the road. And again, all 3 games between the clubs took place here in Milwaukee, so give the Blast credit for coming up with a win and 2 relatively tight losses. Otherwise, it certainly was no piece of cake in this season series for Milwaukee. So the Wave in the all-time series now between the clubs leads at 59-43 in regular season. That's since the turn of the century with a 38-14 edge here in Milwaukee. We're still standing by for the post-game interview with Van McNeil and our player of the game. A lot of candidates you could choose from here tonight, AK.
Yeah, I'd still go with Alex Sanchez. I mean, that kid, seriously.
Had the opening goal, and then he had the big goal at the end. Well, it was midway through the fourth period that made it 7-5. That's what the Baltimore had scored a couple to get back within one. Willie B played a fine game, especially in the fourth quarter. He was dynamite with a couple of big saves. And we will get ready to send it down to Van McNeil with Alex Sanchez.
All right, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Art. We are down here on the field. Our Think Limo driving force of the game, the saucy one, ladies and gentlemen, number 80, Alex Sanchez. My goodness. Congratulations. We're in the postseason, huh?
Hey, it's a great feeling to go back into the playoffs. Let's get it.
To take out the Baltimore Blast here after what happened last time. They came into our house. They took us down. This is a good revenge win, no?
That's the one thing we said. I mean, we can't go too against them at home.
Right.
You know, the last time we played them here, took a beating, and we're like in the locker room, hey, we got to go out, get revenge. And that's it.
2 goals on the night tonight, Saucy. That one was like 100 feet out, way beyond the yellow line. Talk about these fans and what they add to this game for you.
I mean, hey, what can we say? Just look at them.
Yeah.
Look at this. Playing in front of this just, motivates everybody to come out and play their hardest. So always got to give back to these wonderful fans,
All right, let's go get it in the playoffs, huh?
Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, Alex Sanchez. Yeah, let's go Wave. Thank you, Saucy. Number 80, Alex Sanchez, your Think Limo driving force of the game. Tom, Art, let's recap this win. Let's go home. We got to get ready for Sunday. Sunday here at Panther Arena.
Absolutely. Thanks, Van and Alex. Wave wins at 7-5. AK, some final thoughts on this one tonight?
Yeah, we're in the playoffs. That's my final thoughts right there.
Wave has never failed to qualify for the playoffs in MASL history. Coach Oliviero has been the only coach they've had since they joined the MASL in 2014-15. He keeps the streak going, and by the way, will be retiring Coach Oliviero's number 21 in the Waves' final home game of this season, which will be on Sunday, March 30th, here against the St. Louis Ambush. However, before then, we will have the Texas Outlaws coming to town for the next game. That's coming up this Sunday, March 23rd. It will be a 4 o'clock kickoff as the Wave and Outlaws will play for the 4th and final time this year. Wave won both games down in Mesquite, but unfortunately dropped an overtime decision to the Outlaws, who will not be participating in the postseason.
By the way,
this year.
Tom, that you talked about retiring Giuliano's number this final home game. His last championship, 2012, I believe, and that was won against the Baltimore Blast, and it was a restart goal where Marco Terminesi played one to Joe Hamas, and he beat Sagu to the far post, and that was one of our 7 championships.
Joe's final game in professional soccer, and he made it count. You can't end a career any better than scoring the game-winning goal in overtime of a championship game. Wave, again, will finish off the season at St. Louis Friday, March 28th, and then right back here on Sunday, March 30th for a 5 o'clock game against the Ambush. Go to MilwaukeeWave.com for tickets and info. MilwaukeeWave.com, your source for everything Wave. One other note on tonight, the University of New Mexico defeats Marquette 75-66 in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, that's not
so
good.
For those Marquette fans who are both Wave fans who stayed home to watch that, I feel badly for you. For those Marquette fans who are Wave fans who are here for this one, I feel better for you, for sure. At least the Wave was able to give you a win here tonight. So that will do it for my colleague, Art Kramer, and our producer, Ian Thompson. Everybody else on the crew that has done such an outstanding job here. Tom Wynn wishing you a good one. The Wave beats the Blast 7-5. You've been watching Wave Soccer on MASL TV.